for the most part. So that's all the legendaries that we can actually technically have with the I almost said Isle of Armor. That's all the legendaries that we can actually get a hold of with the overworld. So that's pretty much the 3, which we already sent to do their own normal shenanigans with doing their Poké jobs. Suicune, which is from the Dynamax raid, or the Dynamax Adventures. The 3 Regis, the extra Regi of your choosing depending on your game. Of course, remember though that if you go with the Regieleki, you cannot get Regidrago. Same thing, of course. If you find the Footsteps, you also get the I think it's the 3 Musketeers, I think. You can get one of them, which is very good. You can also get a Keldeo, which is very good as well. And of course, if you have a friend or whatever that has the other Regi, you can go get a Regigigas. So there you go. That's pretty much everything. And of course, you'll have Calyrex, depending on your version. There's actually something I want to mention about the Calyrex, like from both of them. So the thing is that Calyrex, when it's in its is kind of weird because it's a mixed attacker, which it doesn't, like, when you look at Calyrex as a whole. Oops, I'm looking at the item, aren't I? When you look at Calyrex as a whole, it looks like a special attacker. Like, it screams to me special attacker. So when I looked at its stats and it's actually mixed, I was really confused. And the horses are kind of different in their own stat pools as well. One of them's a physical and the other one's a special. This physical one, Glastrier, actually is kind of weird, where it's very, very, like, physically strong in terms of the offense, and it's actually very defensive. But it's very, very slow, and it's not really good at special attack. Self-explanatory of why speed is pretty low. But its base stat speed is actually 30, which, you know, sort of corresponds with it being very, very slow. But the thing that I don't know, and I don't know this of, like, I haven't done, like, calculations or anything like that for the most part, so I don't know if this is actually how it works. But what I would rather have it do is that when you actually fuse both the Glastrier or Spectrier to Calyrex, what ends up happening is that it takes Calyrex's base stats, improves them, but it uses the EVs of the horse as its base EV total. Again, I don't know if that's actually how it works, but that would actually be very good in terms of Calyrex, because then I could, let's say, have a Calyrex, let's say this is my normal Calyrex. I could have this one, let's say, geared towards what I would think of its dominant stat is, which is, let's say, special attack. So pretty much I would have this guy being, like, very, very specially, like, offensive, let's say. And then let's say I want to switch to, I don't know, Glastrier. Then I can end up switching it to a physical build. Or in terms of Spectrier, where I can turn it into a special build. And you see the thing that goes around with this. So if it is just like Kyurem, it uses Kyurem's base stat and then jacks it up to a higher number. Or at least that's how I've noticed it. I don't think my Reshiram that's a part of that Kyurem has even been built. And if it has, I definitely haven't used it all that often to know about it. Okay, so let's do a Dynamax lair raid or whatever, and then I think that'll be it for today. I don't really think there's really too much else to be used. If you see more footage, obviously that means that we haven't reached an even episode number. I do that now, so let's do that. Yes. Yeah, sure, save the game. Okay, so now does this mean that we get to find I forgot what I was gonna say. No, why do you do this? Please. Someone grab a Molga. Somebody, or Lycanroc. Why? Why do you do this? It's a steal. Wilmer can't do much against us. What is that? Blossom. I don't know if I have a flying type move. Oh, I have Poison Jab. No! My bad. I have Poison Jab. My bad. Do we even have anything that can counter this? Oh, we also have the Shiinotic. That could probably do some damage around here. I'm gonna Max Knuckle. It's gonna be the safest bet for me. Okay, so I want to know something. So this should be 388 if it actually does do what I think it does. I don't know if it doubles the health. Nope. It's probably 9. 8 or 9. Max Knuckle. Take it out. Take it out. That would have been amazing. Takes it out in one hit. So, another thing that I've noticed during... Well, I've always done the first thing. But so far from what I haven't noticed is that each and every time you start off, you always get a Suicune. And the thing is that when you do get Suicune, when you go through the Dynamax raid, I've noticed this between the 3 times that I've actually done it. Because when you lose, you still get Dynite Ore. You just don't get a lot. You get like 4 or 5, I think, is what had happened. But if you go and, let's say, win without losing a Mon, like my sword did, you get an additional bonus on top of it. I think for that one, I think the Dynate Ore instead of 9 was 11, so you get an extra 2. Which you may be thinking, oh, that's not a lot. It actually is. Because that means less farming for later. So that's really good. You don't have a grass type move? Oh, that's right, you don't. I forgot about that. It would have been taken down. No. And we win. I don't know which one I want to be replaced. It's a tie between Cryogonal and Greedent. Dude, I'd rather bring in my Mons. This is the sad thing. I'd rather bring in my Mons than actually carry on with this. Okay, that's fine. I wonder what that exclamation mark means. Okay, let's see here. Ground. We do have the advantage over ground, but grass is Maractus, and we can take down Maractus pretty easily. It's Diggersby. Never mind. It's Diggersby. That has too much health. And we know how powerful Diggersby can be. Oh, but we could have gone to Diggersby on our team. Now we can get Maractus. Oh, now I want to go back. Now I want to retreat. Fine, I'll Poison Jab. I feel bad now. I really wanted Diggersby on our team. Replace Greedent with Diggersby. We'll win. Oh. That may have avoided all damage. We could win. It's gonna buff us? Okay. Oh, depending on what we're up against. Okay, so what could be counting as steal then? Dialga. if it's a Gen 4 mon. Dialga. It's going with, if it is an Ultra Beast, it's going to be Necrozma. Because Necrozma is, I think, Psychic Steel. I'm trying to remember all the other ones. No, I think Dialga is... Let's see, Gen 1 doesn't have any. Gen 2 doesn't have a Steel type legendary. Gen 3 doesn't either, unless you count Jirachi. But I think Jirachi's a mythical, I think, or something like that. So I think that doesn't count. Although, I count them all as legendaries. You may call it mythical, I call it, it's a legendary. I'm trying to remember, what are the other ones? Let's see here. Gen 4 has Dialga. Heatran. Oh, I guess it could be Heatran too. Oh, that means the Teacher Speed would still have been better. It all depends on what we get a hold of, I guess. And I don't think Gen 5 ever had any. I think it was mostly just dragons fighting. Yeah, didn't Gen 5 have like 3 trios? Get rid of the gradient. Yes! Thank you. Oh, we got some berries. Awesome. Pelipper? That could set up Drizzle for us. Lurantis? Actually, if we can replace Maractus with Lurantis, that'd be awesome. See, this is the one thing that I wish that Game Freak would allow us to do, is that when we're with AI compatriots, we get to choose what mons that we want to remove. Because I'm not even joking around right now. Like, I would rather like that Maractus off the board. It's not going to help us at all. Look, they're all going to do status. How did I win the other one? How did... Was it my sword or was it my shield? I started off with a Jinx, and I'm like, oh god, Jinx is going to be terrible. I'm going to replace it immediately. Jinx carried. What did I do? I used... It had, I think, Moonblast. Or Dazzling Gleam. It had a fairy move. And it had Lovely Kiss. And I'm just like, dude, this is going to be amazing. And it missed, I think, Lovely Kiss against the Suicune fight twice. Then it landed. And I noticed something too. And I'll show it off later as well, because it'll definitely happen again. Knowing my luck, it's going to happen again. Ooh. That's pretty heavy. Oh, special. God, it's dang it, dude. I just raised everybody's special attack. Fine, I'm gonna raise everybody's physical attack. Whelmer, bounce. Let's see here. Shiinotic, use, I don't know, grass move? No, don't use Endure again, you dummy. Never mind. Why don't you use bounce? Why did you... Oh, my accuracy increased. Huh? Okay, interesting. Weird. I didn't expect it to do that. Well then. Hex Scissor? Yeah, Shinonic's pretty good. Moonblast. If that's the best you got... Oh, I thought this was water, no grass. Never mind. Grass wouldn't have done much of anything. I'll max use again. I'll see if I can increase everybody's special attack. Stop using Endure! You dummy. Special attack, please. Physical attack. Yes! Yes! That is god tier. Look at that. Oh, I don't know if I want the Maractus gone anymore. Now that it just buffed my attack. What? Dude, keep that. We need to keep it. Doesn't that not affect grass types? Wait, didn't it use Strength Sap? Isn't that supposed to decrease attack? Or is it because it's a grass type that it just went, nope, I'm going to increase my attack now? Oh, I don't care if the Maractus steals a kill. To be fair, that's actually pretty good. Keep the Maractus, get rid of the Shiinotic. The Shiinotic's not even useful anymore. Get it out of here. It's only buffing itself pretty much by using Rain Dance. And wasting a turn using said Rain Dance. Get it out of here. Or get rid of the Whalmer. The Whalmer's also not going to do anything. Actually, I think the Whalmer's pretty weak right now, right? It's like 1 HP. I'm good without it. There you go. It was either that or the Whalmer. Okay, I forget what you did. Oh, you give me an item, that's right.